What's up guys, your boy Obi Eats and welcome back to another episode of Smash or Pass, where we go around Southern California and check out spots that are smashable or passable. And of course we rate them from a scale to 1 to 10. And on this episode we're going to be checking out 7-Eleven. And if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Without further ado, let's go check out 7-Eleven's food. Let's go. First, we're getting a Slurpee. I'm gonna get myself the classic wild cherry. Gotta make sure you have that little top on right there. So here's a little trick. You fill it to the top, then you put the cover right on there. Then you go back and you just top it off. There you go. A little squirt action, you know what I'm saying? You don't have any more of the egg sandwiches? Oh, never mind. Got it, thank you. Let's see what else we're gonna be getting. Oh, hot dog. Grab yourself a warm bun right here. Grab yourself one of the covers. You gotta make sure to open up the bag and make sure it's warm. Ain't nobody want a stale bread. There you go. Then let's grab ourselves a good old quarter pounder right on there, because you know me, I love my glizzies. Then we gotta add the toppings, a little bit of onions right on top. Here's a little thing I like to do. Let's add some, oh my God, cheese. Chili. There you go. Missing right now, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. And don't forget your mustard. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab myself a taquito. Gonna go for the steak and cheese, the jalapeno and cheese, and let's go for one of the chicken rollers. 3 taquitos in the bag. Okay, how you doing? I'm also gonna grab one of the cheese slices. This one's cheese? Oh wait, just gotta read it. You don't carry cheese anymore? Okay, I'll just carry the pepperoni, no worries. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you, boss. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Let's go. All right, guys, we got our goods. Took a little while because ladies' first day at 7-Eleven. Never saw that before. Usually my people are pretty good at 7-Eleven stuff, but that was a little different. But anyways, all together for 5 items comes out to $19.49. Of course, they charged me for the bag. They didn't give me the bag discount. That's unfortunate, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. All right, guys, we got our spread right here. We got at least 5 different items to kind of test out 7-Eleven's food quality and honestly, if it's good or not, because that's what we're here for. You know, I know what you're thinking. Obi, out of all the places you can go to Southern California, you chose 7-Eleven. Well, yeah, I don't discriminate, okay? This is my people's home, all right? I gotta come to my 7-Eleven at least once in a while, and I came to one of the better ones here in Southern California. I'm here in the city of Los Alamitos, so hopefully we got some good quality, even though notoriously 7-Eleven is not really known for that. People know that 7-Eleven Japan, Thailand, Singapore blows 7-Eleven here out of the water. But, you know, we have to give it a fair chance. I'm a born and raised American, so we gotta give 7-Eleven America a chance. We're gonna go right into the classic OG Slurpee, and I got the wild cherry. I remember coming here with my dad and my mom, getting a Slurpee after school, and it always gave me good memories. We got it in the dollar cup, so that's pretty affordable. They're holding it down for folks like myself, you know what I'm saying? But let's try it out. Wild cherry, let's go. You know what? Can't really say much about it. It's just sugar, water, ice. That's what it is. You can say what you want for 7-Eleven, but they have never messed up a Slurpee. Especially for $1, that's pretty good. We're already starting off with a good high note. I'm gonna put this at a 9 out of 10. Sure, it's sugary. Sure, it's, you know, it melts pretty fast, but you get what you pay for. 9 out of 10 Slurpee, can't go wrong. That's the OG. Anyways, we're gonna go right into the next item, which is the pizza. They've been serving pizza not that long ago, actually. They started serving pizza maybe, I wanna say, starting 10 years ago, because before 7-Eleven was never known for hot foods. Maybe you get the classic hot dog, taquitos, stuff like that, right? But when they started expanding on their menu, adding things like pizza, mini tacos, wings, and stuff like that, you know, they started doing something. So let's go right into it. We got the pepperoni pizza. I actually just wanted cheese, but I guess the guy in the back didn't want to lug a whole other pizza out and do it for me. Whatever, you know, that's just customer service at 7-Eleven, you know, that's what you get. But we got the pepperoni. This pepperoni is a little different because they use the pepperoni slices like you would normally find at other pizzerias, but they also do the pepperoni kind of cuts. I want to assume this is just saving costs because I've never seen anyone do like the little bits of pepperoni that's left over. But hey, I'm here to judge the book by its cover and also taste the damn thing. I'm literally doing that right now, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's my video. All right, anyways, we're gonna check the fold test, and already we're seeing some floppage. Maybe it could have been cooked a little while longer. I'm more of a well done kind of pizza guy, but to each is their own. You know, everybody has their own preference, but flop test, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Got the diamond going. Let's go. Cheers. Flavor wise, the pepperoni is spicy, but after that, it just kind of falls apart. The undercarriage of the pizza is just not cooked well enough. Even though you see that golden brown, because of the amount of oil they put on top of this thing, it just gets soggy. The cheese is too gluey. You know what I'm saying? It's just too gluey. And the only thing that's actually good about this pizza is the pepperoni, ironically. Sure, it's a quick bite, and if you're in a hurry, it works out. But honestly, this pizza's kind of lackluster. You actually have a better chance going to Little Caesar and getting a $5 pepperoni pizza over there and have a better time. And you spend less money getting the Little Caesar pizza because you get a whole pie, as opposed this, which is about $3. Is it worth it? Not really. It's actually kind of sad because, like I said, you get better pizza at Little Caesar, Costco, even Sam's Club, even Skechers. Shout out to Skechers. But yeah, this pizza's a little lackluster. I'm gonna have to give this like a 4. You know, the pepperoni kind of saved it, but too oily. The cheese is too gluey, and the undercarriage is just soggy. Not my cup of tea, but yeah, 4 out of 10. Pass. Let's go right into the egg sando. What I love about the egg sando is it's a simple sandwich. Egg, mayo, and that's about it. As you know, Japan is notorious for their egg sando sandwich. People travel to Japan, and the first thing they do off the plane is to visit a 7-Eleven to try this egg sando. But not this one in particular, an egg sando over there. That's because the quality of food and quality of life is a little better in Japan. First of all, appearance-wise is not bad. It looks pretty uniform, which is good. You see the egg, the mayo right in there, so visually it looks good. Bread-wise, nice and soft. They use, you know, regular white bread, so nothing too crazy. And the cut is pretty similar to what you would find at any kind of sandwich shop. I will say the one in Japan, they kind of cut it in an angle, so you got a triangle. And the way I feel like Japan does it is like you can actually open the wrapper seamlessly, whereas this is kind of like you're like opening up a treasure chest almost in a sense. But let's go right into it. Egg sando from 7-Eleven. Let's check it out. The egg is cooked well, but it has a weird after flavor. I can't describe what that is actually. Kind of feels like the chemicals from the plant when they make this thing. Yeah, that's kind of weird because the initial bite is nice and soft, and you can actually taste the egg and the yolk and everything in there, but it's a little dry, and you get this weird aftertaste. I'm not sure how long it's been there. This actually was the last sandwich in the shop, so it might actually give some reason why it was maybe the last sandwich, but because it's Best by Friday, so we have at least like 2 days left before the sandwich goes bad. That's the thing, like quality control at 7-Eleven here in America is not always the best because compared to other countries, other places switch them out every day. If you don't eat that sandwich by that day, you know, it goes at discount by the nighttime, and then it gets switched out. But here they kind of stretch it out. But that's because like people don't come to 7-Eleven for food. They mostly come for like lottery, drinks, stuff like that, like convenience items, not necessarily food. So I can see why this was stretched out a little bit, but definitely did hurt the thing. That aftertaste kind of really stings with me, so I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. Pass. Don't get the egg sando. They kind of push the date on the quality. Not worth it. Right now, we're already 1 out of 3 in terms of smash or pass. So far, the Slurpee's winning, but everything else, pretty bad. But let's go right into the next item. So we got the classic 7-Eleven taquitos. I think ever since I was a kid going to 7-Eleven after high school, getting taquitos were always a thing. They did come out with some newer stuff like the buffalo chicken roller, which is just literally a log of buffalo chicken. That's kind of cool. I like logs. But I got myself the steak and cheese, the jalapeno cheese, and the buffalo chicken roller. So let's try out each one of them. Hopefully taquitos don't, you know, fail me. So this one is the steak and cheese. Has a bit of a darker look to it. Inside you can definitely see the steak and cheese. So pretty fresh, I would say. Not really warm anymore because we've been outside for a while, but I'm not gonna judge them by that. But let's go. Cheers. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. The steak is nice and tender. Cheese is nice and prominent. Has sort of like a spicy Mexican taste to it. And the taquito itself was nice and warm and soft. So no issues here. But yeah, the steak and cheese, not bad. I would probably give the steak and cheese taquito a pretty solid 7 out of 10. That's not bad. Honestly, everything checks out, and it wasn't there for long on the roller, so it wasn't overcooked. So pretty solid. There is the jalapeno and cheese. It's like the jalapeno and cheese has been cooked right inside. Cheers. Again, pretty solid. You can taste the cream cheese. The jalapeno kind of tastes like a jalapeno popper inside of a taquito. The taquito flour roll itself is nice and soft and, you know, warm. Honestly, another 7 out of 10. Pretty solid taquito right there. And let's go right into the buffalo roller. This is just pure chicken that's been cooked. Let's go right into it. Yeah, like I said, not bad. You know, for 7-Eleven standards, it's pretty good. Crunchy exterior, soft interior. Again, another solid 7 out of 10. All 3 taquitos get a solid 7 out of 10 smash. Nothing wrong with it. They actually did a good job cooking this thing, although they just left on the roller and that's all they did. But anyways, good job for monitoring and making sure these are not overcooked. Definitely a solid 7 out of 10 on the taquitos. Not bad, 7-Eleven. And now we got the classic hot dog. I got myself the chili cheese dog on this one because we want to go over the top for this one. And of course, I had to put some mustard on top. I feel like mustard on a hot dog is just salt and pepper. It just makes sense. Normally the mustard is on the bottom, but I forgot to put it on, so don't blame me on this one. We got the quarter pounder, onions, cheese, and there's chili. So we're judging a little bit more on this one. You know, in true fashion, we gotta try it out. Nice big sausage. That's what she said. Chili, cheese, mustard, onions. Can't go wrong. Or can we? We'll see. Cheers. At first, when I took a bite of that hot dog, I was a little nervous because you don't know what you're gonna get from a convenience store hot dog. But this glizzy, not bad, but not great. I would give this a solid 5 out of 10. Barely smash. So the reason why I say 5 out of 10 smash, the hot dog itself was actually not bad. It was cooked really well. You know, it's kind of hard to mess up a hot dog that's just emulsified meat in a casing, but this hot dog is nice. It's good. Although the reason why I ding it a lot, because the chili and the cheese were not it. The cheese had a very gluey, artificial taste, while the chili itself, like, who made this chili? They're not making chili right. I'm not letting you know right now. And the mustard did not help at all. That's why I'm saying the hot dog barely passed, getting a very passable 5 out of 10, because, you know, it was my fault for putting chili and cheese, I guess. The hot dog itself, not bad. The bun got a little stale after a while, so eat at your own risk because you get what you pay for, like I said. So that was a 7-Eleven episode. I'm gonna give this a very sad 3 out of 10 pass. 7-Eleven is known for great things like having great energy drinks on the ready, you know, having your lottery tickets on the go. Slurpees, unfortunately, if more than half of the food selection is that bad, I wouldn't recommend it to nobody. So 3 out of 10 pass, eat at your own risk. If you like that episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay in the know so you can catch the next one. And let me know where I should go next because I would love to hear your suggestions. But as always, peace.